Hey guys, I'm JP and welcome to the Better Diet Way, where we look into diets, nutrition, foods, anything that we consume. We look at the pros and cons and how they're good for us and not so good. And we also look at how they can help us with our personal goals, whatever that may be, from losing weight to having more energy and just being generally more healthier. And let's start the life that we want. So today I want to talk about the keto diet. You've probably heard of it. It's quite popular. Over the last few years it's really picked up and a lot of people have tried it or are doing it. You might even know someone. But today I'm just going to really break it down in real simple terms as into what the keto diet is. In simple terms, it is a low carb diet. It's about making your body run on fat reserves and not the glucose in your body, which is produced from carbs and sugar. So when you intake carbs, sugars, and starchy foods like your pasta, rice, and bread, it turns that into glucose into the body and it stores that and therefore uses that as a form of energy. So when you go to a strictly carb-free diet, a keto diet, you go through a transition period in the body called ketosis, which is the shift of your body's energy source. So then you start using ketones, which is produced by the liver. And so with the minimal amount of carbs now being taken in, your body is now working on the fats. And so at that time, it becomes sort of like a fat burning machine. So a lot of people do sort of see a reduction in weight, which is one of the many benefits of this diet. So with the diet, it's really strictly about sort of keeping it low carb. So you avoid sugar, processed junk food, bread, pasta, rice, those last three are your high starch. Even though they are not the worst things, growing up you probably ate them all the time, but it's about removing those. And then it's about increasing your meat, your fish, eggs, your natural fats like butter and bacon. So when you eat carbs, your blood sugar level rises, which then the body turns into glucose and starts using that to burn off first prior to your body's fat reserve. Now, in this day and age, we're probably eating too much carbs and processed sugars, and the body really doesn't have a chance to burn away the fat reserves. If you go from one meal, you have chips, you have a burger, you pile it on, the next day you have toast, and then it carries on. So your body's just constantly trying to burn off that glucose from those carb heavy meals. So when you start removing that, your body goes through this transformation period really, and it gets a chance to then start burning the fats, and it can really run quite for some time off the fat reserves that your body has. The energy you get from fat is stored for a longer amount of time. You see the key benefit of things where you see a reduce in appetite, you're not always hungry. And so I'll create another video and really cover off the key benefits of a keto diet and also speak about the keto flu. So if you've ever tried the diet, there's a transition period that you go through, and it's about your body sort of adapting to the new fuel it's working off. So there is a little bit of a process there, and what is allowed, I'll cover that off as well, as in the types of food, the foods you have to avoid, and that even includes some fruits that have high glucose levels like apples and bananas. So I hope this was a good introduction to sort of the whole keto diet, and hopefully I've helped explain it to a more simple idea on what it is and how it works and what the body does. So really the key takeaways is the body runs off two sources of energy. One of them is the carbs and then the other is fats. So when you eat carbs, it turns into glucose, it's running off that reserve. So what we're trying to do with the keto diet is remove that and then just run off fats. and then therefore if you're doing this diet, your body is then turning and working away at burning fat as well. So I'll keep you posted. Like I said, I'll make another video on the key benefits and cover off what the keto flu is, and if you have had experience in this diet, please make sure you comment on the below and subscribe, because I'll be coming out with those videos real soon. Thanks guys.